Carla asks, you installed a company brain at a health clinic. What actually changed day to day?
Okay, so first of all, let's share what a company brain is. It's basically the accumulation of all the company's SOPs, policies, documents, history distilled in a queryable knowledge layer. Okay, so the installing it means basically just putting the seed of those recurring conversation with AI, and over time, those conversations that each employee, manager, chief employee has with that system, let's say called CLI in a terminal or in a platform, they compound over time and allow things to get less time than the first time they were done, which is a big problem with AI, because every time you have a conversation, it seems like it forgets the things that you told it like 3 months ago, because it keeps comparing the understanding that it has about you and your business, it loses context, and you need to repeat yourself over and over and over again. Okay. And worst thing is that you don't know where the context was lost. And so because you don't know that the context was lost, you're just assuming that it knows the things and the big discoveries that you made. And so you let it work, and sometimes it can make very big mistakes. So we stole the brain. So before, they had lots of processes written down, and the way that they used to manage their documents was just having hundreds of documents on Google Drive, right? And every time they had a specific case scenario that they needed to sort of resolve, they were constantly moving across all these documents, and they built a very complicated retrieval system for this information in the form of a database. But again, it was very efficient for what it was, but still extremely time wasting. Okay, so to give you an example, the heaviest daily workflow was getting the shift feedback from the caregiver. And it was just a voice notes transcribed and relayed by hand by 2 managers. Okay. Now, this is just a waste of time, because the same information could be contained and relayed, and it can be contained and sent within the company to multiple people directly by the AI. And the AI it's very good at triaging and doing things that take a lot of volume. So that's just an example. The most crucial aspect was meeting the team where they are, because when people are introduced to something new, there is a lot of friction. So if you tell them, change this, and this about the way you work, with the expectation of potentially nothing changing, and actually potentially getting worse, you're gonna encounter a lot of resistance. So it's very important that the AI, and that's what we did, it sort of started messaging them directly where they were already working. In their case, it was Asana. So the AI met them on every channel, and it just seamlessly introduced itself in the processes that they already had in place. Now, before it touches any workflow, the most important thing, it was honestly, any other business. Like every business likes to sort of try to figure out very complex ways to integrate AI within them. But the truth is that principles apply to any industry, right? So these are principles, and these apply also to, in this case, it was a health clinic, but whatever your business does. So before the AI touches anything, it's very important that it gets AI approval. So I always see it as a spectrum, where at the extremes you have the first initiative, the first touch point, which could be automated or human generated. And at the end, you have the last milestone, which is approval. You position AI in the middle, right? And imagine that this is the spectrum of all the steps that are part of the process. You gradually and steadily have the AI sort of absorb the steps of the process starting from the middle, the more confident you get in its results. Okay, so AI confidence is totally fugazi, like it means nothing, because the AI can tell you that it's extremely confident. It's 98% confidence. It means nothing. So you need to see the results, and only as you get more confident in a measurable way by looking at the results it gets, then over time you can have more steps be included in that sort of threshold that the AI encompasses and takes care of. Okay. Same thing we did with them. Same thing I would suggest you do, and this is how you sort of apply on a day-to-day basis.
Real quick, if you're a business owner and your team is still doing the work that AI should be doing, I have a free gift for you. My team and I put together the AI Opportunity Map. It's basically everything we learn installing AI in 50 different industries and niches, where owners get stuck, which workflows pay back first, and how to install them without breaking what's already working. And we made this little quiz where you put in your business information and it shows you where AI actually fits in your business, across marketing, sales, fulfillment, operations, admin, and finance, and what to install first. And no matter what you're struggling with, another business has already struggled with the same thing and found a system to solve it. We could absolutely charge for this, but it's totally free. So go to semprasystems.com/scale, plug in your business information, and if you're feeling spicy, on the next page, you find exactly how we install these systems. And if you're feeling extra spicy and you actually want us to install this with you, you can book a call with me right there. We will look into your business, see if we can help. And if we can, we will install your first system into your business within 3 weeks. Either way, enjoy the map. And for a few of you, I hope to meet you on a call.